So I know most of you have probably had a traditional scheduling, most of your high school and middle school career, which is 8 classes a day with 55 minutes. And today I'm going to be demonstrating, or not, informing you on the difference between a traditional block strategy versus a traditional scheduling strategy. And I personally have been a part of a traditional scheduling, like most of you, with 8 classes a day for 55 minutes each. And I wondered the difference between a different strategy opposed to my own. And I hope some of you have too. And that led me to researching the difference between the two, and it helped me kind of expand my knowledge on the topics. And if you guys have any more questions, I hope that you research the topic yourselves after this presentation. I have 3 main points today. The first one being the difference between the two, the effect each scheduling has on test scores, and the effect that student attention spans has on both scheduling strategies. For my first point, the traditional block scheduling has 4 classes per semester, 90 minutes each class period, and students will have either 4 different classes each semester, so you would take 4 classes the first semester and then completely change topics for the second semester. And in a traditional scheduling format, they have the same 8 classes usually for both semesters, each being 55 minutes long. And the difference between the two, the lecture time for a block scheduling is more per class because it's 90 minutes, and which does not allow for that one-on-one teacher experience that you could get with a traditional scheduling strategy. And the lecture time in the traditional scheduling usually is less than the block scheduling because it's not as fast, and it's only allowing for about 30 minutes of lecture time and then 20 to 25 minutes of the students actually working on homework and things like that. So my second point is the test scores, and not having that one-on-one with teachers is very crucial in understanding the material being presented. And here is the block, which refers to the teacher and only has 4 subjects, so there is less to worry about as far as subject-wise. But not having, like I said, not having that one-on-one teacher experience means you might not understand it better than if you had a traditional scheduling where you get more teacher attention, but there is more subjects. And here I have a pie chart. Usually 75% of the time, the traditional scheduling strategy scores higher than if the student was in a block scheduling format. The attention span of students is around 20 to 25 minutes on one activity. And so with block scheduling being 90 minutes long, students tend to get distracted and not pay attention to the teacher when they are lecturing, as opposed to the traditional scheduling, which allows for students to pay attention only for 20 to 30 minutes and then work on homework, like I mentioned, and ask questions to make sure they understand the material better. And in conclusion, the difference between the two mainly is the lecture time and the teacher attention, that one-on-one teacher attention that students have. And the attention span of students affects both types of class strategies. It has tendency to favor the traditional class strategy rather than the block scheduling because of the time. 90 minutes is a long time for students to actually pay attention to the teacher. And then the block scheduling usually has a higher effect as far as scoring lower on test scores for most students. And I hope you guys thought this information was useful, and thank you.